Number 2, all right? I've got a question for you. How many of you have a cell phone? Man, hardly anybody. This is a weird crowd. I have a cell phone. How many of you actually have a phone case on your cell phone? Does anybody not? Anybody have a naked phone? You do? Hey, you and me, we're the same. I got nothing on this thing. But look, everybody says, are you crazy? Why do you not put a phone case on that thing? Well, I do have insurance, but I can tell you this, that I never have dropped it since I took the case off. So I think psychologically, watch, I'll drop it right now. But I am able to take care of my phone. All right, so we all spend money protecting our phones, right? You probably have insurance and a case. And if any of you have kids, they probably have 2 cases on it, because I've experienced buying plenty of new phones, but not for me. How about cars? You guys take care of your car? This is obviously my car in my house. You're laughing. You know it's not even close to true, but I sure wish it was. I actually drive a Mini. Aren't they so cute and cool? All right, I do protect it though. Do you guys have car insurance? On the front of a car, I like to put, so you know rocks, if you live in a sort of a desert area, sometimes the real rocks pop up and they chip your paint. I have like a thing called a clear bra I put on there. Have you heard of Rain-X? They put stuff on your windshield to protect your windshield from rain. I don't really understand that, but people do it. They do lots of other things to protect cars. Have you seen NASCAR? Have you watched NASCAR or Formula One? I mean, you watch these pit crews. One funny thing about my car, it says on the gasoline tank, when I open it to put fuel in, it says, please put in 93 octane gas. Have you ever seen what your car is supposed to drink? 93. I can't find it though. I try my hardest. There is nobody. I see 91, but I never see 93. So the poor thing has never had what it desires. But we do sometimes if we put the right octane in, we're protecting the engine, right? So we do all kinds of things to protect our phones, our cars. What about our house? Do you guys do things to protect your homes? Yeah, how many of you have a Ring video doorbell? Everybody does. I don't even know why we have those. What are we protecting it from? First of all, we don't have one because we don't have anything worth taking. But second of all, I always think burglars would never come to the front door. But we still buy these things, but we protect, I think it's protection from the Amazon, or from the Amazon delivery guy. What else do we do to protect our homes? We install lighting in the back. We have alarms inside and out. We have like lots of stuff to protect our home. But we also think of all the things you spend to protect your stuff. How much insurance do you actually have? Let's talk about this. Look in the upper left-hand side. So there's flood insurance. You got lightning insurance. Some people do. Obviously, health insurance. That worked well for me. I paid a little bit, but you know, for the most part, I'm good as new. Slipping and falling. You got drowning. You got travel insurance. I think that's what that airplane's for, although it does look like it's crashing. So there's probably airplane crash insurance. Burglars, disability insurance, car insurance, motorcycle insurance. I actually ride a motorcycle, and I've never crashed yet, thank goodness. I know. See, someone always tells me, stop doing that. Document insurance, you see that right there. And we even protect our wills, right? Now look at those 3 hands. We have health insurance. The middle one there with the heart, I think that's love insurance, and which means that's a prenup, right? That's a prenup. And I can't help it. It's just jokes, guys. Home, fire. Anyway, the point is we want to protect our stuff and our people, right? This is what we do. There's one other thing that I find quite funny that has insurance now. Our little barking thing at home, right? How many of you protect your pets, right? Your cat, your dog, your fish. Probably nobody has fish insurance, but we love these people, right? This is why we do it. We spend a fortune on trying to just keep these people happy. This is what it's all about, right? We care about these things more than anything else in the world. And you want to know the funny thing? sometimes we don't do the most important thing to take care of them, and that is to just put the right fuel in us, to eat right, right? So these are some of the foods that we should be putting in our bodies. So you can see you've got some good foods there for your brain. You got your heart, your lungs. I didn't know pineapple was good for your lungs. I think that's a stomach right there. And then your liver. And then those are obviously ear pods. Or kidneys. You need to protect those too. And your digestive system, right? So the right food. Food is medicine, right? Dr. Newman even talked about it. So why, but how many of you are perfect at eating? None, not one hand went up. Oh, someone maybe? Perfect at eating, but not the right things. That's a good answer. All right, so then there's this photo, which is clearly a fake photo because no one smiles while doing push-ups. But is exercise important for us? Yeah, and would it be great if we did it every day and we were great at it? Yeah, it'd be great. And it would really help us, and it's important. So here at Jeunesse, you already know that supplementation, though, is something that is real, and that's something that we've got to have, right? So we know we have AM, PM, we have Reserve, we have Revita Blue, we have great products. But in this time, okay, this time period is unlike any other, right? I don't even like to say the word, the C word, the COVID word. But because of what has happened around the globe, there has never been a time that people care more about their immune system, right? To boost your immune system has become almost the #1 thing that people care about. How can I protect my body from all the craziness in this crazier than crazy world? Does it seem like it's like over the top crazy? Because it feels like it's gone nutso, right? But you guys are so brave, and we're so happy to have you come to Las Vegas. My mom calls it Lost Vegas. She thinks everybody's lost that comes here. But I'm so glad that you guys came to Las Vegas with us. And some people would say they're brave, but we want to be safe, right? We want to live a long time. We want to protect our families. So how can we? This is what the Jeunesse scientists and the Scientific Advisory Board wanted to say. What if we could make a product that stands out above all others for the immune system? Above all others, that could really stand out. And I wasn't even sure if it's possible, because there's a lot of products out there, right? So could we do something that was bioavailable, that's cutting edge, that's got special absorption technology that makes it easier for you to utilize, with advanced ingredients, that's potent, that really gets in there and does the job, with liposomal technology, which I will explain and talk about soon. Well, we've done it, okay, obviously, and I'm ready, yeah. And I'm telling you this, you think that last product was awesome and nothing could beat it. I don't think this beats it, but this is a fantastic companion for it. And I absolutely love this next product. I'm going to give you one good hint. It actually tastes good too, so you do put it on the inside. I'm ready to show you the video to introduce the second newest member of the Youth Enhancement System. It is called Mun365. It is designed to keep you immune and protect you 365 days a year. Let's take a look at the video.
Support your well-being 365 days a year with Mun365. Featuring advanced absorption technology for maximum impact. This blend combines specifically chosen ingredients, including liposomal vitamin C, Eldermune elderberry, Kelomax zinc, and a green tea and superfruit antioxidant blend. Squeeze more out of daily life with this delicious berry orange flavored supplement.
All right, so it's called Mun365. Did we spell this one weird too? Yeah. So it's pronounced Mun365. Doesn't it look awesome? Okay, that's another thing I just want to point out. We have such a great design team here it's on my marketing team, but they make products that look amazing, okay? So as you're going out, it makes it even easier to talk about these things. But so this has a very modern, sleek, cool design, but I'm telling you, it's what's inside that is amazing. So let me tell you just a little bit. It supports your immune system, again, 365 days a year. That's the hope. You take 1 or 2 packets. We actually tell you to limit the packets because it is so potent. All right, now I'm going to bring someone up that you guys also love. Dr. Newman's great, but you guys all know Christian Drapeau? Yeah. So Christian Drapeau is here with us tonight. I'm going to have him come out. I know, they're so lucky. Everybody has these, they're big fans of these guys. So he's a plant-based stem cell specialist. He's been globally recognized for work in regenerative medicine and wellness. He holds a Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in neurophysiology. He's a best-selling author and international speaker. Please once again stand and welcome to the stage, Christian Drapeau. Aren't we so lucky to have our scientific advisory board? Christian, thank you so much for finding a way to get here. I called Christian, I was like, can you please come all the way to Las Vegas? And he very quickly agreed. Dude, you got lots of fans. All right.
I paid them.
Yeah. You do in a way, the products, right? So awesome. So Christian, this product called Mun365, it's got some amazing technology behind it. And before we get into it, one of the things I just wanted to point out some of what's inside. So can you guys check this out? It's got 500 milligrams of vitamin C, but not your regular vitamin C. I mean, shoot, even candies have some vitamin C these days, right? So this is not that, right? It's not that. This is liposomal. So if you look at the top word there, liposomal, that's how you say it. You're going to tell us about that. In one packet, it's got as much vitamin C as 9 oranges, okay? Think about that. If you ate 9 oranges, or doing this. It's a lot of oranges. And this is maybe the coolest one of all. Look at the end one. It's got an absorption rate that's 233 times higher than any other source of vitamin C. 233 times. So could you explain what liposomal is and how this complicated equation behind me works? Tell us about, and just say hello to everybody. They're so happy to have you here.
You know, I think everybody who've come here today has said it, you know. It is so great to see you guys face to face. You know, this is a people's business, so to see everybody face to face, this is great. But I must also admit, you guys at Jeunesse have done an amazing job to have this virtual outreach during this pandemic. I mean, the way Jeunesse pivoted and reached out this way is really impressive. So hello to also everyone in the world.
Yes.
So liposome, to make it very simple, you've all seen this, you put oil in water, it does not blend, or water in oil, they don't mix. Vitamin C, like any other water-soluble compounds, amino acids, for example, they are in water, they cannot penetrate a cell because a cell is made out of a lipid membrane. So how can all these vitamins, all these water-soluble compounds can get inside a cell is that the membrane of the cells have literal transporter that will take these molecules and bring them inside the cell. If you don't have that, then you have a relatively poor diffusion of these compounds in the cell. So you can eat like 10 grams of vitamin C in a day, you're going to put most of it in the toilet. So you don't absorb a whole lot of it. So if you really want to make the most of your vitamin C, you can use liposomes. So liposomes, very simply, lipo means fat, lipids. Zome means a small vacuole, a small ball, let's say. So it's basically a lipid vacuole inside which they put the vitamin C. So now that vitamin C, because it's surrounded with lipids, can penetrate a cell very easily. It's really that simple. It's not by itself a new technology, but it's new in our industry. So it basically makes the absorption of vitamin C so much more effective.
So that's, you might think that sounds simple. It seems not simple. And when you think about it, think how crazy it is. We could have been taking vitamin C thinking that this is going to work great, but we're drinking it with a big glass of water, and we're like, now I'm going to be fine. But as you say, it just goes right through us because it's not tied to anything that needs that lipid to help it get to where it needs to go.
Correct.
Unbelievable. I just didn't know that. So let's talk about that absorption rate. Like, check out this graph. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Well, it's your absorption curve, and I must also say retention, meaning what stays in the cell. So you can see the curve at the bottom, which is vitamin C alone. Then vitamin C, a calcium form of vitamin C that helps absorption, but then the third curve to the top, this is liposomal. So it just basically enhances the ability of vitamin C to penetrate the cell.
Unbelievable. 200 and some odd %
Correct.
better absorption. So yeah, definitely take a picture of this slide because I think to me this one really stands out. So there's other ingredients that are very interesting, and if any of you have done your homework on what is good for your immune system, and you've looked up and you've seen elderberry. Have you guys looked up or heard about elderberries before? Yeah, actually, I just saw them at the farmer's market the other day. Like, I saw them for real, and I was like, man, I gotta buy me some of those. But this is not your regular elderberry, right? I mean, check this out right here at the top. This concentrate which we have, which we call Eldermune, is actually 65 times more concentrated than regular elderberry juice. So tell us about elderberries and why we have something really special here.
So elderberry, like many other berries, they contain, because reserve has some of these properties as well, although not in the same class, but they all contain a class of compounds called polyphenols. Now you go on the library of the National Institutes of Health and you just put polyphenols and you will see thousands of studies coming up. There's probably no compounds coming from nature that have been studied as much as those compounds that you have in Eldermune. So basically these are polyphenols that have been shown to support immune function.
Awesome, amazing, and awesome that what we have in this formula. Okay, there's more. You guys saw in the video that it includes zinc. You know, you've heard about zinc, but guess what? I guess zinc is very similar to vitamin C in that your body doesn't always know what to do with it, so you could just lose it. But we have it's chelated, right? Am I saying it right?
Correct.
Chelated zinc, and if you look here, it's like there's this circle, there's this equation. So tell us what Chelamax and chelated zinc is.
It's the same thing as the liposomes. It's just kind of a different phenomenon. You can, instead of putting it into a liposome, a lot of these minerals will be better absorbed if they're tied to an amino acid. We can absorb amino acids, but minerals don't penetrate cells, just same story as with vitamin C. So with minerals, you bind them to an amino acid. So chelated zinc means bound to an amino acid, and it's really important because zinc is essential for your ability in your own immune system to suppress the growth of things like viruses, for example. So when you talk about boosting the immune system, zinc is a crucial element.
Yeah, so I imagine when you say it's bound, I kind of think chelated. You've got elderberry, all right? Start to add this up, what we're getting. Now, on top of it, it also includes, and we know we have a lot of superfruits. You guys know how important superfruits are, right? With anyone that knows anything about reserve. But check this out and see the additional superfruits that come in this particular formula. We've got dark sweet cherry, blueberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, blood orange, papaya. It actually tastes kind of like blood orange. And acerola, or if you're in Vegas, you can say it acerola. Just teasing you guys. And also green tea, I see right there on the top. So tell us the importance of superfruits, and especially these. And wait, by the way, I want to tell you that I think this is part of the reason it tastes so good.
Yeah, it's a really, strategically is a really good idea to blend these juices as well, because again, in the research on polyphenols, while you can study the effect of every single polyphenols, the research is clear. You get the greatest benefit when you get the whole family. So if you get a broad range of polyphenols, the polyphenols in Elder Mun will work better when accompanied with what we get in all these different fruit juices.
So did you hear Dr. Newman? He said something similar, that when you have a synergistic effect, when things work together, you actually, it's not 1 + 1 = 2, it's working together, you're getting a much larger reaction, right? Something, a better effect.
There's a lot of that with natural product and with health.
It's amazing. So, everyone, I want you to know that it comes in 30 packets. Okay, this sounds familiar, right? There are no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners, which is amazing to me because of how good it tastes. It is a vegan certified formula, and you can have, again, 1 packet equals as much vitamin C as in 9 oranges. To take it, let's see what we've got here, 1 to 2 a day. So, I noticed that it says 1 to 2, but could you take more if you're really wanting to?
I am sure. I have no understanding why it would be limited.
All right.
You know, we talked a little bit about that before. We cannot make vitamin C, but dogs do, animals do. We just lost the ability of making vitamin C. An animal that has an injury can secrete up to 10 grams of vitamin C to support its own repair and healing. It is really important for healing and repair. So you can, this is liposomal, so you retain it, but you can definitely do more than 2.
So for the measured results that we advertise, that we talk about, and by the way, there are claims right on the box, and this is something you're going to want to check out when you see it, okay? We are able to actually say a lot of the things, but it's based on 1 packet, so when 1 + 1, you can add it up. Now, we're going to get to where we talk about how this fits into the youth enhancement system, but I want to remind everyone about the convenience of this. Similar, look, just like Reserve, this is easy to carry. It's the very same container, right? So it's easy to use, easy to share, easy to carry around. So just remember how, and it looks fantastic, right? This also has all the same marketing tools that we talked about with For Relief. So you've got it in our catalog, on your replicated website. We've got social media assets. So as you're talking about it and you're sharing it, we're giving you all the tools. All you have to do is open your mouth, tell them your results, tell them what you're experiencing, and use these tools to help back you up. So now let's talk about this equation, because I love this equation. And you know, this is the man behind Revitably. You guys know how great a product this is, but and Reserve. But tell us, Christian, when you combine these 3 products, like, what is the equation? What does it equal?
Well, a product like Mun supports the immune system because of its polyphenols, because of vitamin C, because of zinc. But that touches one aspect of the immune system. When you add Reserve to it, you add a broader family of polyphenols. You add resveratrol to the whole formula, but still together they touch one aspect of the immune system. Revitably, we talk about it for stem cells because that's why it was developed. But it has a very interesting side effects, is that a lot of these ingredients actually are very well documented to also support other aspects of the immune system, to the point where when you blend all of these, you sort of cover the whole immune system as a whole. So, and you know, I was thinking about this just before coming here. If you have heart problem, sudden heart problem, you cannot last very long. If you can't breathe, you cannot last very long. But your immune system, you don't feel it. You don't experience it. You experience it the day that you need it, and now you feel bad because you should have taken care of it before. It's one of those things where you don't necessarily feel it, but take care of it every day. And that's an amazing trio of product to do that.
Yeah, going back to that, right? Going back to that protection story, right? Knowing that you've got to protect. And you're right, we can't feel it, but we sure can when it's compromised, right? We know when it's compromised. So, everyone, I hope you can see how special this formula is and how timely it is, right? This is the time when people are looking for a solution. You have to explain it, though. So I want you to really learn about this and think about it. They're going to say, what kind of vitamin C? Liposomal? What does that mean? It means it's encapsulated. It means it can be delivered. It means your body can use it, right? It's simple, but you've got to be able to explain it, and how the zinc is different, and how important these superfruits and the elderberry is. Combined and working with those other products, I just think that's a formula for success and for a healthy life, right? The point of the YES system is youth enhancing. We want to feel young, we want to look young, right?
There you go.
All right, everyone. How do you like the new product, Mun365? Okay, so right after this, so tomorrow I actually want to bring this up. There's going to be a, what do you call it? It's a master class where you and Dr. Newman are going to be together talking more about these. So please don't miss that master class tomorrow. And again, this product will be outside that you can all go and experience. And for you watching at home, you will be able to buy it internationally even in the packs. So get ready to learn more about it. One thing that's very special too is we know that this is a business that you're in, and we are trying to price this right. We are trying to get you the volume that you want, get that right. We want you to be successful, and they are doing everything they can. Scott, Wendy, Randy, Rod, AK, the whole staff is doing everything they can to make sure that you can be successful with these two brand new products. We hope it's not too much. Was too much, or was too perfect? All right. Well, please stand and give a round of applause to Christian Dupro. Thank you so much, Boyan, for being here. And thanks, everybody. We appreciate you.